Hi, my name's Jeremy Holton and I'm 62 years old and I'm recording this self-tape for a financial services film that is being done by Sassy Films. So let me tell you a bit about me. I was, until 2002, a top financial advisor, and I made a decision to leave financial services and follow my dreams, one of which was music, which I've had a dream to make it in the music business for a very long time. And I knew it would be a very challenging journey when I would risk everything I'd ever made, and that's been true. In 2014, I think it was, I appeared in a Channel 4 primetime documentary when part of my story was told, as it was early on in the journey with a different documentary I was in 2004, when some of the publicity stunts we did early on were shown in that hour-long documentary, which gained over 2 million viewers, as the one did in 2014. I live with my partner, and I've asked her whether she'd like to be in this, and she would prefer not to be, so it's going to be just me talking about this. And when I started this journey, I had a reasonable amount of money, and I have literally risked all of it and mortgaged everything up to the hilt, and fended off being kicked out of the house quite a number of times. And these are things that you have to go through on the journey to the biggest dreams. And I believe that if you keep on moving forward, you will one day crack it and get it right, and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow will descend to you. So, why am I applying to be in this? Well, the reason is because, well, I think there are several different reasons. The first is that I have risked my pension fund pretty much totally, and I would like to be able to have some advice on how I can rebuild it. That's the first thing. The second thing is that on this challenging journey, which I've been on for longer than 2002, obviously as I began to move to taking the risks that I've done from when I actually started, I've been through psychiatric breakdowns, which happened in the early 1990s, and helped me to make a decision to pursue my dreams, really, because I didn't want to waste my life, which I would have done if I'd stayed in the same place, because I've done so many amazing things on this journey. And my partner has nagged me about the mortgage and all the struggles we've been through with it, and she's persuaded me that the mortgage company should have taken a lot more care in advancing me a further sum in 2006, because that put me under more pressure, and it was an interest-only mortgage as well, as the mortgage term was shortening. And if there's any help that you could give me in terms of pointing me in a direction, because I do think that mortgage companies try to be hands-off by having financial advisors advising, but I don't think that's right. If you're the final person lending the money, there should be a responsibility and a duty of care on you. So maybe you can help me with this. And regardless of that, any help that can be given in terms of finding a better mortgage, or in terms of being able to repay it if I can't win back some money by either going to the Ombudsman, or alternatively, possibly a high-risk strategy, going to court. So that's the second thing I want to do. I have had to let insurance policies go, and I would quite like to replace some of those as well. So that's a bit of an outline of where I am. And lastly, I would like to try and raise a little bit of capital, because I am trying at the moment to bring together a book, and I would like to be able to produce some copies in an initial print run so that I can send them to people, to reviewers, and also to big publishers, because we are just in the process of getting an animation company to make a pilot of some of the stories. I think that is probably about it. I have no nest egg. I've had to use all my savings. It's possible that we may get some back in the next few months where I may need help, but we can't count on that. So I think that is the majority of my brief story, and I'd be happy to tell more about it on the actual documentary, because it's quite an inspiring story about never giving up and believing and keeping on going and keeping on having faith despite having to battle, which you have to do. So I think that's it. Thank you very much indeed, and I hope this helps you to see that I've got a bit of personality, don't take things too seriously, and I'm a pretty good communicator with a reasonable presence. Thanks very much. Take care.